So today I wanted to bring you this back to school makeup look, or back to school makeup tutorial. It's great because it's under 10 minutes. Most, if not all of the products, most except for like one product is from the drugstore, so it's very inexpensive. And it only uses a couple of brushes and it's not super difficult to do. So if you're in a rush, this is a great fresh look to do. It's also not overly cakey, not too much on your face. It looks great and it doesn't take a lot of time. So if you're looking for something to kind of freshen up your look throughout the school year on a really rushed morning, this is a great look to go for to make you look awake and beautiful. So I will show you guys how to do this. Alright, so first thing I'm going to start off with is concealer. This is one from Maybelline. Just use any concealer you like. I love the Neutrogena one, but I'm all out of it. So I'm going to start using this one. Put it on any blemishes that you have, and if you're lucky enough to not have acne, then just sweep it right into your eyes to kind of lift them up and make you look a little bit more than awake than you might actually be. So I'm just going to apply this and then kind of spot it out with my fingers. And this is going to help us to conceal, so that way we need to apply less foundation. And the less foundation that we have, you know, the more natural of a look it'll be, so you won't look like a complete cakey mess. And it also doesn't take as long of a time. I'm just using this as a mirror. BT dubs. So once I've got that on, I'm just going to dab it in with my fingers a little bit. And this isn't my perfect color. That's just the one that I bought it in, because in the drugstore you can't really try on different colors. But it'll do since the foundation is a little bit darker. And I'm just going to blend this in to make it look a little bit more natural. Do you like my nails? It was, what is it? Taxi Cab Fair by Sephora by OPI, and a fair in Times Square. I felt so New Yorky. I felt very, very magical. Very magical indeed. So next I'm going to use my favorite foundation slash BB cream. It's really a BB cream, not a foundation. But it's from Smashbox. It's the Camera Ready BB cream with SPF 35. This gives a great natural glow. It covers pretty well, and it's basically perfect for an everyday look that you don't want to be super caked up. It lasts a long time, and it also has SPF in it, so it does prevent you from having to put on a sunscreen on top or underneath of your skin or underneath your makeup. So I'm just gonna rub this in. I should probably look at what I'm doing in a mirror. And I'm just using my clean fingertips. On my earrings. Aren't these cute? They're like little pearl owls. They're from ZoreensDesigns. She's a YouTuber here on YouTube who I got to meet at a meetup. She's amazing, and she gave them to me as a gift, and I love them. They're little owls and little pearls, and they say hoot, hoot, whoo, whoo, whatever kind of a noise an owl makes. You know what I'm talking about. Next, it's time to add our powder. I'm going to use the Neutrogena Shine Control. This is just one that I personally like, and they come with these little pads. Don't use these because they could collect bacteria. So I'm just going to take a kabuki brush, and I'm not going to powder my entire face. I'm only going to powder the areas that I get oily most. And that right here is going to be my forehead, and a little bit on my nose, and a little bit on my cheeks. And my chin. And the reason for this is because you don't want powder all over your face. It can make it look cakey if it sticks to foundation the wrong way. And I'm only going to use this to prevent some oil from showing through. I also did a video recently on my favorite oil controlling products, such as foundations and powders and primers, so if you do have oil control issues and you want to see that video, then I will definitely link you to it right around here. So feel free to click on that and check it out. Once that's on, it's time to go in with blush and a little bit of contour. And blush and contour, and for blush I'm using the Maybelline number 50. This is really old. It's the Dusty Mauve. Use whatever one you like. This was like $5 at the drugstore. Comes with a little brush, but I don't care for that one, so I'm just going to take it on a blush brush. It's a very, very light kind of peachy pink look, so it's not going to be overbearing. I'm just going to take this on a brush and put it right onto the apples of my cheeks. You can also take it up a little bit onto the temples, just really quickly. Sweep, sweep. Personally going to go in with a little bit of contour or bronzer. You don't have to, but I'm going to. I'm using this one. This is Physicians formula. It's the Happy Booster. I got this in a Valentine's Day video, so if you have not seen that video, go check it out, because next year you're gonna be like, what do I get someone for Valentine's Day? And then you'll be like, oh, I remember because I saw that video. But it was a very magical video. I'll link it to you right here, and if you haven't seen it, then you really do need to go watch it. So I'm just gonna dip my brush into my bronzer. Again, you can use any bronzer that you like. You could sweep this all over your face. That's not the look I'm going for, so I'm just going to gently sweep this into my contour. I'm gonna pinch the brush just to get it kind of at a contour shape, and just sweep this onto the bottom of my cheekbone. Do the same thing to the other side. You can suck in your face like a fish if you need to, if you don't know where your contour should go. Next, just to make sure those lines are all blended in, I'm going to take the brush that I used for my powder and just simply go over this in a couple of sweeping motions just to kind of blend it all in together so that way it looks even and put together. Next, it's time to get into eyes and eyebrows. What's great about big palettes like this one, this is the Coastal Scents 88 Warm palette. What's great about these is that they have a whole bunch of colors that you can use. So if you can get a palette, that is recommended. I'm going to be using the same color on my eyes as I do as my eyebrows, just to kind of blend everything together and make it look even. And I'm only using 2 brushes for my eyes because this is a very, very quick look. But try to find a brown that works for both. And we're going to go for a matte shade, not a shimmer shade, because we don't want shimmer on our eyebrows. And honestly, you really don't need shimmer for this look. If you wanted to, you could apply a little bit right here in the tear ducts. Maybe we will. But for now, I'm just going to grab a matte brown that will look great on my eyebrows and put this also into my little crease. I'm going to go for this color. That looks like a nice natural color. And I'm just taking an angled brush. And I'm going to use this to fill in my brows just where I need them. Next, I'm going to take just a fluffy blender brush and use the exact same color for my crease. And you don't have to use the exact same color. I am, because it makes my eyes and my eyebrows look very even. It looks very natural. But I'm just going to apply this not even to my entire crease, but to the inner crease and to the outer crease in little circular motions. So normally we go over like a windshield. That can close in the crease, and it can also make the eyes look deeper, which is a good thing in some situations. But for school, we want to look nice. We want to look natural. So we're just going to apply it right here in the inner corner, kind of like where the bridge of the nose is, and also right here on the outer corner, kind of like where you would apply a darker color. And we're not going to take it over into the middle at all because we want this to make us look opened and bright. It's kind of like right above my tear duct in this little niche below my eyebrow and into my the bridge of my nose. I'm going to do the same on the other side. At least I would. And then we're also going to take that same color and just put it right out here, so kind of like on that outer third in that outer corner. And I'm just going to kind of raise my eyebrows to kind of pull the skin a little bit tighter and just go in some circular motions. Now you could take a ton more brushes and add a highlight color and a little color in the inner tear duct, like a white. You could add a little bit of shimmer on the lid, but we're getting ready for school. It's not a runway show. We can take it easy. If you want to, you can definitely do that, but I'm gonna skip it. You could also take another color and blend this out. I am going to use the brush I used on my face because we don't want to blend this out a lot. We just want the color to be even. So literally I'm barely taking this at all. It has nothing on it, maybe just a little bit of face powder left, and I'm just going over this area. This also helps to go over the eyebrows and just kind of tone everything down since the brown alone can look a little bit harsh. So once that's done, this is what we've got. And next it's time to go into liner and mascara. I'm going to be using my favorite eyeliner ever. This is the Smashbox Always Sharp. It is literally amazing because it is always sharp, no matter what. So if you would actually like a review on this, let me know. I used it in a favorites video. It was my July favorites, even though I called it my June favorites. If you saw it, then you know how awkward that was because I kept on saying June, but it was actually July. But I'm just going to use this to line my tight line on the top and skip the tight line on the bottom. But if you haven't seen that video, you should go check it out because there's a lot of awesome products in there. Yeah! I don't know what that was. And I'm only applying liner to my tight line, and the reason why is because I don't want to apply it to the bottom because I don't want to wig myself out like a raccoon. Do you remember when I told you about what I used to look like in school? Ridiculous. If you have not seen that video, it was my bad beauty mistakes, the mistakes that I used to make when I was first applying makeup and stuff. That's the reason I usually only do the top. So if you want to see that video, I will link it to you. It'll be in a flying helicopter annotation link. If you click it, it'll pause this video But if you've ever made a makeup mistake, you need to watch that. And you might be making makeup mistakes that you don't know, because I was making some huge makeup mistakes and I was like, oh, I'm so pretty. When really it was not looking too good. So now that I'm done with this, it is time to go in with mascara. Mascara opens and brightens up your eyes, makes you look BEA beautiful. And I am going in with a colored mascara because colored mascaras are literally the key to looking from good to gorgeous. So if you don't know what kind of colored mascara is best for your eyes, you can click over here. Another helicopter. What are all up with these helicopters? Is it like, you know, like what is this? Is my living room like an airport all of a sudden? But the helicopter animation link here will actually link you to a video we did on mascaras for your eyes and how to brighten them up. So if you don't know what color is best for you, you can click on that link. And then hopefully there won't be any more helicopters in here because, I don't know, having a living room as an airport is kind of annoying if I do say so myself. Last but not least is for the lips. I'm using a Neutrogena Moisture Shine Gloss. This is in 500 Healthy Peach, whatever. I love this one. It's moist. It's amazing for your lips. It's a little bit sparkly, but it's not overdone. So you can also use this if you get a little foundation on your lips like this. You can just use a wand like this to kind of scrape it off and shape your lips. But just adding this gloss will just add shine and sparkle to your lips all day long to complete the look. So guys, that's all for this back to school makeup tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed this look. Like I said, it's simple, it's easy, and it can be done in under 10 minutes. So be sure to go check the little linky dinks. I'll link them again to here. Some videos that'll definitely help you get ready faster and look great because there's a bunch of makeup tips and fun products in there. But I love you guys. If you have any other requests, please let me know, and I cannot wait to talk to y'all soon. Love you guys. Bye.